Welcome to the secrets of a thriving garden, where nature's wisdom meets your green thumb. Companion planting is one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked, gardening techniques. By strategically placing certain plants together, you can naturally repel pests, boost plant growth, and create a healthier, more productive garden. Instead of relying on synthetic fertilizers and pesticides, companion planting works with nature to build a balanced ecosystem where plants thrive. Many beginner gardeners struggle with common issues like poor yields, insect infestations, and soil depletion. The good news is that companion planting provides a natural, time-tested solution to these problems. Whether you're growing vegetables, flowers, or herbs, knowing which plants grow best together can dramatically improve your garden's success. Let's dive into the essential principles and best plant pairings to help you create a flourishing, self-sustaining garden. Companion planting is based on the idea that certain plants have beneficial relationships when grown together. Some plants deter pests, while others improve soil health or provide necessary shade and support. The key to successful companion planting is understanding which plants complement each other and which should be kept apart. One of the most well-known examples of companion planting is the Three Sisters method used by indigenous farmers for centuries. Corn, beans, and squash are planted together, with each plant playing a crucial role. The corn provides a natural trellis for the beans. The beans fix nitrogen in the soil, and the squash spreads across the ground, acting as a living mulch that retains moisture and suppresses weeds. By mimicking natural plant relationships like this, you can enhance your garden's health while reducing maintenance and the need for artificial inputs. The more you observe and experiment, the better you'll understand how plants interact and how to optimize their growth. Certain plants form strong beneficial partnerships that every gardener should take advantage of. Tomatoes and basil are a classic combination not just for cooking but also in the garden. Basil repels pests like aphids, whiteflies, and mosquitoes while enhancing the flavor of tomatoes. Nasturtiums work well with cucumbers, acting as a trap crop to lure aphids away from your vegetables while attracting pollinators. Marigolds are a must-have in any vegetable garden. Their strong scent deters nematodes, aphids, and even rabbits, protecting crops like tomatoes, beans, and peppers. Carrots and onions make a great pairing since onions deter carrot flies, and carrots loosen the soil for better root growth. Lettuce and radishes are another winning combination. Radishes mature quickly and help break up the soil, allowing lettuce to grow more freely. Meanwhile, the broad lettuce leaves shade the soil, keeping it cool and retaining moisture. Similarly, planting peas alongside carrots provides shade for the carrots while benefiting from the loosened soil structure. Cabbage family plants such as broccoli, kale, and cauliflower do well when planted with aromatic herbs like rosemary, thyme, and sage. These herbs deter cabbage worms and other pests that love brassicas. Beans and corn also make a fantastic pair, with beans fixing nitrogen in the soil and corn offering support for climbing bean vines. While companion planting offers many benefits, some plants do not get along and should be kept apart. Tomatoes and potatoes, despite being from the same family, compete for nutrients and are both highly susceptible to blight, which can spread between them. Onions and beans are another poor combination because onions inhibit bean growth. Carrots and dill may seem like a natural pairing, but mature dill can stunt carrot growth. Similarly, fennel is a poor companion for most vegetables because it secretes a chemical that inhibits nearby plant growth. Avoid planting cabbage near strawberries as they compete for the same nutrients, leading to poor yields for both. One of the biggest benefits of companion planting is its ability to naturally control pests and prevent diseases. By interplanting flowers and herbs with vegetables, you can create a balanced ecosystem where pests are less likely to take over. Strongly scented herbs like mint, lavender, and chives repel common pests like aphids, mosquitoes, and moths. Planting garlic near roses helps deter aphids, while chives improve the flavor and disease resistance of nearby tomatoes and peppers. Calendula, also known as pot marigold, attracts beneficial insects like ladybugs which feast on aphids and other destructive pests. Trap crops, such as nasturtiums and mustard greens, lure pests away from more valuable crops. Aphids, for example, prefer nasturtiums over tomatoes or cucumbers, allowing you to manage infestations without chemicals. Meanwhile, planting sunflowers near your vegetable garden provides a natural perch for birds that feed on caterpillars and other pests. Healthy soil is the foundation of a thriving garden, and companion planting plays a key role in maintaining soil fertility. Legumes like peas and beans fix nitrogen in the soil, providing essential nutrients for neighboring plants. Deep-rooted plants like daikon radishes and comfrey help break up compacted soil and draw nutrients from deep below the surface. Cover crops such as clover and vetch can be used in between growing seasons to replenish nitrogen and organic matter. Once tilled into the soil, these crops improve structure, moisture retention, and overall fertility. Strawberries benefit from being planted alongside borage, as borage attracts pollinators while also enriching the soil with trace minerals. Mulching with companion plants is another effective strategy. Low-growing plants like thyme and oregano act as living mulch, preventing weeds while keeping soil moisture levels stable. Shade-loving ground covers such as sweet alyssum suppress weeds and attract pollinators, enhancing the biodiversity of your garden. For those gardening in small spaces, companion planting is an excellent way to maximize every inch of available soil. Vertical gardening pairs well with companion planting, as climbing plants like beans and cucumbers can be trained up trellises, while lower-growing crops like lettuce or spinach thrive in the shade below. Intercropping is another space-saving technique, where fast-growing plants like radishes are planted between slower-growing crops like peppers or eggplants. This allows you to harvest multiple crops from the same space without overcrowding. Herbs can be strategically placed throughout the garden to benefit other plants while serving as a fresh source of flavor for your kitchen. Planting rosemary along the edges of garden beds helps repel pests while creating a natural border that enhances visual appeal. Companion planting is a simple yet powerful technique that can transform your garden into a thriving, self-sustaining ecosystem. By understanding which plants support each other and which should be kept apart, you can improve soil health, deter pests, and maximize your harvest with minimal effort. Start experimenting with companion planting in your own garden and observe the changes. Over time, you'll develop a deeper understanding of how plants interact and how to create a more resilient growing environment. If you found this guide helpful, subscribe to Botanical Bliss for more expert gardening tips. Share this with fellow gardeners, and let's grow stronger, healthier gardens together.